What is up, guys? This is Puerto Rican Boy, and today I'm going to be talking about Jak 3. And many people consider Jak 3 to be their favorite of the franchise, of the PlayStation 2 classics, but I'm not even sure myself, because there are some things that Jak 3 did do that really makes it a really great game. And let me talk about the story. So, this game takes place right after Jak 2. The Metalheads have attacked the city, and people are blaming Jak for what happened, for why the Metalheads got into the city. To find out how, you're going to have to play Jak 2 because I'm not going to spoil that. So just get the collection when it comes out. So for the punishment, Jak is thrown into the wasteland, or desert, and he's banished there. And just before Jak is about to be on the brink of death, he's saved by someone named Deimos, and he owns the city of Spargus. See, what happened is that the Wastelanders, they came together and created a whole civilization in the wasteland. And only the strong have survived. So you have to prove yourself that you are strong so that you can live in Spargus. And during the time you're doing a lot of missions, you're killing Wastelander metalheads, which are pretty much metalheads except they're bigger and they're pretty much dinosaurs. So you're doing stuff like that. And later on you go into Haven City to finish the fight against the metalheads and the KG bots. KG bots are the leading robots that are also attacked, by the way. Forgot to mention that. But then the whole time, there's also a new threat that is also threatening to destroy the entire planet. And it's up to Jak to figure out, how to destroy it. And I'm not going to spoil anything more. Now, one problem I did have with the story is that even though they introduced new characters and made them very good, the problem was that the characters that they currently had were either not in this game, or they only appeared like once or twice. For example, Tess is supposed to be Daxter's girlfriend, but you only see her like 2 times in the whole game. And there's not really much that she does. Vin, who is also in the last game, you only see him 1 time. Even though you say you're going to come back to visit him again, you don't. So it was stuff like that. Bruder, who was also in the last game, I don't know why, but he's not even in the game at all. There's only a few characters from the last game that don't make an appearance, and there's a good reason for it. So that was kind of disappointing. There's also a plot twist, and that tells about who the precursors really are. It was the most disappointing thing I've ever heard. And it actually confused me. It was like a big brain fuck to the head. But other than that, the story was actually pretty good. The conclusion that it reached, it was pretty good, and as a matter of fact, it actually got me pumped up for a Jak 4. It was supposed to be the last game, but with the way that it ended, it kind of hinted that there was going to be a 4th game, and I'm still waiting for a 4th game, goddammit. I mean, if you compare the Jak 3 ending to Infamous 2's ending, in which that it ends in such a way that, that's it, there's no Infamous 3. So it didn't end that way, though. Jak 3 didn't end that way. It actually hinted on newer adventures. So that's why, there are people who are still waiting for a Jak 4. Anyways, as for the gameplay, this game added a lot more stuff. They gave you more guns. They made Dark Jak easier to use. Now, you don't have to have all Dark Eco. You don't have to have your Dark Eco gauge all the way full. You can just have it part way, and you can still turn into Dark Jak. It's just a matter of having Dark Eco. Now, in order to use the powers such as Dark Bomb, in which you kill all the enemies in the screen, now you do have to have all Dark Eco in your meter. You also have Light Jak, who has more, it's not more offensive stuff, but more defensive, I guess you can say. He can slow down time, he has wings and can fly around, he also can use a shield, and he can also heal himself. The thing is that you can also use guns as Light Jak, but the problem is that as you shoot, though, it takes away from the meter. So it's better if you just turn into regular Jak when you're using your guns. Light Jak's only good when you're trying to heal or use your shield or stop time. The difficulty has been toned down a lot, and I mean a lot. You see, because you can heal, You know, it makes the game a lot more simpler. In the last game, you would beg for a health pack. You were begging, and now in Jak 3, you're not really worried about that. But not only that, but you also get more health points. You get more HP. Your max HP increases as you play, as you progress through the story. And it really simplified the game. Like, it made it way too easy. And of course, since you can turn into Dark Jak at will, and you also have a new power, which is this super blast that you could throw like this blast at people, and it makes the game so much more easier than it should be. And of course, you can turn into Dark Jak at will. It also made the game a bit too easy. The checkpoint placement really feels like it's a bit bipolar. Sometimes it's every step you take, and other times it feels like there's no checkpoints at all. People did complain about the difficulty in Jak 3. I don't know why. Another thing is in terms of platforming. There aren't really that many platforming levels as there were in Jak 2. In this game, there's more missions in the city than there are actual platforming. However, for those few platforming missions, they are pretty long. In Jak 2, if you were good enough, you could beat like one of those missions in like 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. It was just a matter of you surviving those 2 minutes without getting hit. And that's pretty much where the difficulty came from. When you keep dying a lot, then it turns into 30 minutes, really. But in Jak 3, it wasn't like that. The missions were longer. Not the city missions, the platforming missions, even though there were very few. Especially in Spargus. You see, for the first act of the game, you're in Spargus, and you're really doing more missions in the city and in the desert. And you're doing more, and then there's only one platforming level, which is the Catacombs, and it's a really huge level. One thing though about this game is that they also made the world 3 times bigger than in Jak 2. In Jak 2, it's like a very small city. However, in Jak 3, there are 2 cities and a whole desert to explore. And you don't explore the desert on foot. You actually get vehicles. And this is the first time in the series that you see 4-wheeled vehicles, or even vehicles with wheels at all. And of course, they're all good to use. And I think I have talked about this long enough. I have nothing more to say, except like they made some more improvements. Like, other than the jet board, you can attack while you're on the jet board. But apart from that, I have nothing else to say. It's a pretty good game. It's just a bit too easy at times. So anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys with a mission that shows off the gameplay the best that I could find. So see you guys later.
And you too, Orange Lightning. We are grateful for your help. It is possible I may have misjudged you two. That artifact is called the Precursor Prism. It will be of use to you. Please, keep it as a sign of our gratitude.